Greetings, everybody. This is Matt from Track versus Track, and today we're going to do a little comparison and a discussion about Rubber Soul. Now, here I have the original Capitol mono pressing of Rubber Soul. This was actually my father's, 12 tracks, and here is the stereo remastered copy of Rubber Soul, the UK edition with the familiar 14 tracks. And so I'm going to kind of talk about how these are similar and how they're different, and maybe at the end come up with a conclusion of which one do I think is better. All right, so on the Capitol mono edition, or wouldn't matter if it's mono or stereo, on the Capitol edition, which we got in the United States in 1965. We start off with I've Just Seen a Face, which is a fantastic song, possibly my favorite song off of the UK Help. And that kicks off the album with a bang. The UK 14-track version of Rubber Soul starts off with Drive My Car, a song that I'm so-so with it. So right off the bat, Capitol, I prefer. I've Just Seen a Face is a fantastic song. Drive My Car is a weaker song, in my opinion. Track 2. So I'm going to give the slight edge to the Capitol release here. Track 2 is actually the same on both Norwegian Wood, so we'll call that a wash. And, depending if you prefer mono over stereo, that's not really what this discussion's about. Track 3, also the same, You Won't See Me. Track 4, it differs here because on the UK version, we have the epic Nowhere Man, and Nowhere Man is nowhere to be found. It was on Yesterday and Today. So for that, I guess I prefer I've Just Seen a Face over Nowhere Man, and Drive My Car is just kind of album filler for me. I'm still giving the advantage to the Capitol Rubber Soul. All right, moving on. So it's handicapped because there's only 12 tracks as opposed to 14, but we'll see if they omitted the fat. Well, Nowhere Man's a great song, so that would be a knock against the Capitol. All right, so the next track, this is track 5 on the US Capitol. We have The Word, and that goes up against Think for Yourself. Now, Think for Yourself was track 4 on here because it didn't have Nowhere Man. But Think for Yourself, or The Word versus Think for Yourself, The Word's not good. But you know what? The Word comes next on the UK, and we've got Michelle. Michelle's a better song, but Michelle comes next on here to finish off side 1. Okay, so let's just evaluate side 1 here. We've got 6 songs on here versus 7. This has I've Just Seen a Face off of Help, and this has Nowhere Man and Drive My Car. I think I've Just Seen a Face is a better song than Nowhere Man and Drive My Car. So side 1, I'm giving it to Capitol. I'm giving it to the US Rubber Soul. All right, side 2. Side 2 on the US Capitol opens up with It's Only Love. Great John song off of Help. My dogs are barking. They love Rubber Soul too. Absolutely love It's Only Love. And that's going up against the beginning of side 2, What Goes On. That's a really weak song. What Goes On is also on Yesterday and Today, the Ringo sung tune, not on the US Capitol release. So there's another plus for it. The next song is Girl, and it's also Girl. So there's a wash. Then we have In My Life on the American Capitol, and that's going up against did I skip something here? Oh, I'm Looking Through You. Okay, I goofed that up. It's number 3 on side 2 is I'm Looking Through You, and that's going up against I'm Looking Through You. It's a wash. It's the same thing. Okay, number 4 on this one is In My Life, and that's also In My Life. So we're same. So far, the only difference is this has It's Only Love off of Help, and this has What Goes On, which is just omitted. And then we have Wait and Wait. Okay, same. And the last track, track 12 or track 6 on side 2 is Run for Your Life. And that's going up against If I Needed Someone, a track that is not on the Capitol label. I love that song. If I Needed Someone, I actually like If I Needed Someone better than It's Only Love. But the fact that this doesn't have What Goes On, that's sometimes less is more. And then Run for Your Life does finish off this one. Okay, so the major differences are 12 tracks, the US, versus 14 tracks. This includes 2 songs that are not on the UK 14 track. It has I've Just Seen a Face and It's Only Love. So they start each side with a help track. Whereas this has Drive My Car, Nowhere Man, What Goes On, and If I Needed Someone. Well, 2 of those songs I don't really like. Drive My Car, and What Goes On just kind of sucks. But it has If I Needed Someone, great George track, maybe my favorite George track of all time, and Nowhere Man, fantastic John song. So it's really close, but you know what? I think I've Just Seen a Face is so powerful. It's Only Love is a great track. I would put, and the fact that you don't have to get What Goes On and Drive My Car, I'm saying that I prefer the Capitol 12 track release. You heard it here first, folks. Like I said, mono. First press and near mint. Even the insert. You've got the old advertisement. Isn't that cool? All right. Well, thanks for watching Track versus Track. I'm going to do another one of these with Capitol Revolver versus UK Revolver. Please subscribe, like, comment on which you prefer. Not really a track versus track because too many of the songs are the same, but more or less a discussion, something to think about. So stick around for another one. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.